Johnny Appleseed was a legend. He was a kind man who traveled across the American frontier. He brought apple trees to new lands. But Johnny Appleseed wasn't his real name. His real name was John Chapman. John Chapman was born in Massachusetts in 1774. He loved nature and he loved apple trees. He believed everyone should have an apple tree. John Chapman had a vision. He wanted to spread apple trees across the country. He wanted to bring joy to people with delicious apples. This is how he became Johnny Appleseed. John Chapman grew up in a time of great change. America was a new country. People were moving west. They were looking for new homes and new opportunities. John wanted to help these pioneers. He knew how important apple trees were. Apple trees meant food. They meant cider to drink. They also meant that people could make money. He began his journey west in the early 1800s. He walked for miles and miles. He carried a bag of apple seeds with him. He was determined to plant apple trees everywhere he went. Johnny Appleseed's journey was long and difficult. He walked through forests and across rivers. He slept under the stars. He faced many dangers along the way. He met Native American tribes on his travels. He learned about their ways of life. He treated them with kindness and respect. They, in turn, respected him. They called him a great medicine man. Johnny Appleseed was a friend to animals too. He believed in living a simple life. He was a vegetarian. He wore simple clothes. He was known for his generosity and kindness. Johnny Appleseed didn't just scatter seeds on the ground. He was a visionary who understood that simply throwing seeds around wouldn't yield the best results. He had a methodical approach to ensure the growth and survival of his apple trees. He knew that wouldn't work. He created nurseries. These nurseries were carefully planned and cultivated spaces where he could nurture the young apple trees until they were strong enough to be transplanted. These were special places where he planted his seeds. Each nursery was a testament to his dedication and understanding of horticulture. He selected the best seeds and planted them in rows, ensuring they had enough space to grow. He carefully tended to his young trees. This involved regular watering, weeding, and protecting the saplings from pests and harsh weather conditions. His hands-on care ensured that the trees grew strong and healthy. He would find a good spot for a nursery. Johnny was meticulous in choosing locations that had fertile soil, adequate sunlight, and access to water. He understood that the right environment was crucial for the tree's growth. He would clear the land. This was hard work, involving the removal of rocks, weeds, and other obstacles, but Johnny was determined, knowing that a well-prepared plot was essential for the success of his nurseries. Then he would plant his seeds. He did this with great care, ensuring each seed was placed at the right depth and had enough space to grow. His methodical planting techniques were ahead of his time. He protected his nurseries with fences. These fences were built to keep out animals that might damage the young trees. Johnny understood the importance of safeguarding his hard work. This kept the animals out. By building sturdy fences, he ensured that deer, rabbits, and other animals couldn't get in and eat the tender young plants. This protection was vital for the trees' survival. When the trees were big enough, he would sell them to the settlers. These settlers were often pioneers looking to establish their own orchards. Johnny's trees provided them with a valuable resource. He sold them for very low prices. Johnny wasn't in it for the money. He believed in the importance of making apple trees accessible to everyone, regardless of their financial situation. Sometimes he even gave them away for free. His generosity knew no bounds. He wanted to ensure that every family could have an apple tree, which would provide them with food and a sense of stability. He wanted everyone to afford an apple tree. Johnny Appleseed's legacy is not just in the trees he planted, but in the spirit of generosity and foresight he embodied. His work laid the foundation for countless orchards and brought the joy of apple trees to many. Johnny Appleseed's apple trees were a welcome sight to the pioneers. They brought joy, they brought hope. Apples were a valuable source of food. They could be eaten fresh, they could be made into pies and applesauce. The apple trees also helped to create communities. People would gather near the orchards. They would share stories and news. The orchards became places where people could come together. Johnny Appleseed's work had a huge impact on agriculture. He helped to spread apple trees across a vast area. His trees produced apples for many years to come. Over time, Johnny Appleseed became a legend. His real name was John Chapman, and he was born in 1774 in Massachusetts. He was a pioneer nurseryman who introduced apple trees to large parts of the United States. But his story is more than just about planting trees. Stories about him spread far and wide. People would gather around campfires and tell tales of his adventures. Children would listen in awe as storytellers recounted his journeys across the frontier. Some people said he could talk to animals. They believed he had a special connection with nature and that animals would come to him without fear. Birds, squirrels, and even deer were said to follow him as he walked through the forests. Others said he had magical powers. They whispered that he could make plants grow with a mere touch and that he had the ability to heal the sick with his herbal remedies. The forests he walked through seemed to come alive with his presence. One story tells of how he put out a fire in his bare feet. It was said that he walked through the flames without getting burned, showing his bravery and his deep connection to the earth. He was more concerned about his trees than his own safety. Johnny Appleseed believed that apple trees were a gift to humanity, providing food and beauty. He spent his life planting orchards and caring for them, often at great personal risk. Another story tells of how he gave away his only coat to a man who was cold. This act of kindness was just one of many. Johnny was known for his generosity and his willingness to help those in need, even if it meant he had to go without. It's hard to say what is true and what is legend. Over the years, the stories have blended together, creating a mythical figure who is part man, part folklore. The truth may be lost to time, but the spirit of Johnny Appleseed lives on. But one thing is certain: Johnny Appleseed's legacy is still visible today. The apple orchards he planted continue to bear fruit, and his story continues to inspire generations. Johnny Appleseed was a kind and generous man. His life was a testament to the power of kindness, perseverance, and a deep love for nature. He left a lasting mark on American history. His contributions to agriculture and his legendary status as a folk hero ensure that Johnny Appleseed will never be forgotten. Johnny Appleseed died in 1845. He died in Indiana, a place that had become his home after years of wandering and planting apple trees across the American frontier. His real name was John Chapman, but he became a legend under the name Johnny Appleseed. He was a poor man, living a simple and humble life. He didn't seek wealth or material possessions. Instead, he found joy in the simple things, like the beauty of a blooming apple tree or the laughter of children playing in the orchards he planted. But he was rich in the things that mattered. He had a wealth of friends who admired and respected him for his kindness and generosity. He was known for his gentle spirit and his willingness to help anyone in need. He was rich in friends. His travels brought him into contact with many people, and he left a lasting impression on everyone he met. His stories and the seeds he planted grew into a legacy that would endure long after his death. He was rich in the love of nature. Johnny Appleseed had a deep appreciation for the natural world. He believed that by planting apple trees, he was contributing to the beauty and bounty of the land. His love for nature was evident in every step he took and every seed he sowed. Today, we remember Johnny Appleseed as an American hero. His life and work symbolize the pioneering spirit that helped shape the nation. He is celebrated not just for his contributions to agriculture, but for his embodiment of the values of kindness, generosity, and a deep respect for nature. He is a symbol of kindness, generosity, and the pioneer spirit. His story reminds us that one person, no matter how humble, can make a significant impact on the world. His acts of kindness and his dedication to planting apple trees have left a lasting legacy. He reminds us of the importance of nature. In today's fast-paced world, Johnny Appleseed's life serves as a reminder to slow down and appreciate the natural beauty around us. His legacy encourages us to take care of the environment and to find joy in the simple pleasures of life. He also reminds us that one person can make a difference in the world. Johnny Appleseed's dedication to planting apple trees has had a lasting impact on the American landscape. His story inspires us to take action, no matter how small, to make the world a better place. Johnny Appleseed's legacy lives on in the many apple trees that grow across America. These trees are a testament to his hard work and dedication. They provide not only fruit, but also a living reminder of the man who planted them. He is a true American legend. His story continues to inspire generations, reminding us of the power of kindness, the importance of nature,